I know, it's... What? That's never a valuable antique.
Ah, very well. I'll get both of them out of there.
It's not that easy. You're forgetting the head.
The head of Medusa?
I've seen it. Fortunately, just through my mirrors. It's terrible. If you try to rescue Nate and the critter with all guns blazing, the Red Pirate will unveil the head, and then no magic in the world can save you.
Got any suggestions?
You have to win the court hearing.
How?
Would that not strike you as somewhat improbable with that judge?
Not with the right defense strategy. I haven't heard that one before.
Hello? Stick to the point.
So how?
How am I going to convince the Red Pirate of Nate's innocence? Considering the fact that I'm pretty certain that there's a case to answer on every single count.
Of course Nate did everything he's accused of. But was it his free will?
What do you mean?
Say someone is controlled by a voodoo curse and kills someone. Is he the murderer or the one controlling the doll? Ugh! Oh, I wouldn't eat that salad.
What have voodoo dolls got to do with Nate and the theft of the lamp?
Act as his defense lawyer and tell the Red Pirate that Nate was controlled by a higher power. The rest will follow of its own accord.
That's insane.
Trust me, I can see through all mirrors. And anyway, I love courtroom dramas.
Okay, I'm just going to go now.
Shh! He's proposing to her.
Well, thanks for your help.
You weird thing, you. Yeah, let's look at the mirrors.
It's very difficult to recognize anything at all in this mirror. Perhaps it's showing a future in constant motion? Would I like to know when I'll die? And what is going to become of this one? No. I believe that not knowing what the future will bring is part of life. Thousands of lives are being reflected in each mirror. I really shouldn't look, but there's such a powerful allure in watching other people go about their daily business. The Oracle said that the stories repeat themselves again and again. I think that's because people don't really change. Different places, different people, the same mistakes.
Yeah, that seems quite probable. Let's see, just in case. I don't think we can talk to him anymore.
Shh! This is getting exciting.
Okay. Guess we can't. Okay, well, pirate. How about we have a talk?
Excuse me, Your Honor, Judge?
Yes.
All defendants are entitled to a lawyer, are they not? I will be their lawyer.
Oh, really? Why not? Being the judge, I'm all for a fair trial. No one should be able to say, I sentenced them to death unjustly.
I don't know if I want to be represented by her.
Shut up, Nate. The accused is only allowed to talk when their lawyer tells them to.
Well, what do you have to say in their defense?
He is not responsible for his actions. He's being controlled by a higher power.
Oh, the voodoo doll defense.
Not at all. There is a higher power which controls him and all of us, I think.
Oh, yes.
Indeed. Behold the water jug.
Move the jar? How?
Nah, that was the win.
No, that was the higher power.
If so, then it could get that coconut down from that tree.
Detach the coconut?
That is impossible.
Indeed.
You, turn around. Now go ask your higher power how many fingers I'm holding up.
Are we gonna get a close up? Well, that seems like 3. This is pretty fourth wall breaking, and I like it. Didn't see that coming.
It is 3 fingers.
That's witchcraft. Someone's watching me. They want to control me. And they want to drive me crazy. But they won't get me.
That was brilliant. How did you do that?
I don't know.
You mean there really is a higher power controlling everything?
That can't be. Oh, higher power! If you are really there, make a green unicorn appear.
Where do I click to do that?
See? Just a figment of imagination.
Huh. All right then, release me.
Okay. How about we take the key first? Then use said key on Nate.
Come on, Critter, we're going.
Don't I even get a thank you?
I didn't ask for your help, and we would have managed fine on our own. Isn't that right, buddy? You see?
We don't have any time for this nonsense. I need your help, apparently.
Ah. So, Princess Self-Centered needs some more help, does she?
I'm self-centered. You just scarpered off so you could play your stupid pirate games.
Critter, can you tell that person that at least I haven't been playing around in other people's beds?
Poor Critter.
Critter, tell this excuse of a pirate that I was not unfaithful to him. Even if I'd wanted to, I couldn't have been unfaithful to him. He left me.
Critter, tell her that I won't listen to this any longer.
Nate, it's about the Archmage and Wilbur.
What? What about them?
The Archmage has been cursed and Wilbur's wanted for murder.
That's nonsense. That little guy wouldn't hurt a fly.
We have to help them.
I can't. I can drop you off in Elfborough if you like.
That would be a start. The spark of life is there. My father has it.
Yeah. Let's just go.
Are you sure you'll be able to find the elf burrow?
It's gonna be a long trip.
Right, someone's gonna have to go up to my father and ask him for the spark of life. Then we have to head off to find Lorem Ipsum. Hello?
I'm not going to help. That's your problem.
Well, I'm not over the moon about it either, but the Oracle did say that I needed friends in order to overcome the challenges that lie ahead of me.
Then I suggest you look for some. Farewell.
But you have to help me. I can't possibly meet Mother in this state. The gods only know what she'd do to me.
And quite rightly, too.
Oh yeah? Then why don't you tell him yourself that you're going to desert him?
The frog?
That's Archmage Alistair. Didn't you listen to anything I said? And what about Wilbur?
I'm sorry. I can't. Boy, Critter, come on. Just look what she's done. Critter!
Critter! I knew that you wouldn't desert me. And that's good. Mother must under no circumstances see me like this.
Whoops.
I was informed of your arrival, Ivo.
Oh, hello, Mother.
I've been worried, child.
Well, I'm so sorry about that. But perhaps you should have a lie down and we'll talk about everything in the morning.
What is the matter with you? Why don't you turn around?
I'm just so happy to be back home. I've missed this view.
Why on earth did you go running after that human? I told him that he was to keep away from you.
You did what?
What have you?
Well, I can explain.
Not necessary.
Poor critter.
Helping her? Why should I? Just turns up and what the hell is taking so long? Critter, come on, it's time to go.
Now we're going to be breaking into Elfborough. This should be good.
When the Mary belonged to the Red Pirate, he didn't just use her for pleasure trips. They did some work now and again, as this cage proves. One of my goals in life is to never be a prisoner in my own cage again.
It's a big goal.
Some gnome engineers wanted to fine-tune Mary in appreciation of our victory against Mortroga. But Mary doesn't like gadgets, and I'm happy with her the way she is. When I first got the Mary, I understood absolutely nothing about her mechanics. Now I understand at least twice as much. The last time I used this thing, I blew a bounty hunter out of the sky. Nonetheless, Critter and I prefer to avoid a fight if we can and rely on our brains and good looks.
Oh yeah, that'll work.
The Elfborough is one of the most beautiful spots imaginable. But a golden prison is still a prison. The Elfborough is one of the most beautiful, but a gold...
The hippogriff?
Ivo's hippogriff doesn't seem very happy. Perhaps she's missing her rider. Or she's just hungry. Or both. Go over into the garden. There are plants and fruit there if you're hungry. Don't fancy greens, huh?
Maybe he wants meat?
As soon as I've picked up Critter, I'm out of here. Perhaps we'll fly to... whatever. We're free. We can fly to wherever we want. As soon as I've picked... Perhaps we'll...
Okay, wooden plank.
Mary was damaged recently, and I want to repair her. When I say recently, I mean about 2 years ago. But in my defense, I had to save the world in the meantime. I'll start the repairs tomorrow. But what can you do if there's a better use for the plank?
Always the I'll do it tomorrow. Sounds so familiar.
Critter, what have you done now? Ivo's mother? Oh. Come on, let's get you out of there first. All right. Darn elven magic. Yes, I'll get help. Wait here. Damn elven magic. Hey, Critter, can't you somehow slip out of there? You can usually squeeze through most gaps. The thorns, I see. There's got to be a way.
Yeah, that is not gonna work.
All right.
Also, I was just thinking I missed one spot to look at. Leave the ship. Like there is leave the ship and there is look at the rope. It's very awkwardly positioned.
Mary tried to teach me some knots. I think she likes passing on her knowledge to me. She said she'll try and teach pigs to fly next.
Use rope, throw the rope overboard.
Nope, I don't need to moor the Mary. She holds her position herself.
Use rope with... Apparently the steering wheel is an option. Okay, well at least we know it's there now. There's rope. Ball of string, the flowers which are happy now.
No trace of arbor, but he left this ball of string lying here. Perhaps he was going to tie up bushes with it or something. Shorty won't mind, I think. Critter attacked this beehive one night. He claims to this day that it was the sweetest triumph of his life. But it was 3 days before the swelling from the bee stings went down.
No, I didn't mean to do that. Damn it. Okay, flowers.
I've never been very interested in plants, but there are things in this garden I've never seen anywhere else. Those 2 plants there, for example, it looks as though they're strangling one another.
Strangling, hugging, it's pretty much the same, right? So, do we go into the library? Guess we kinda do.
That's strange. When I was here last, that tree looked a lot happier. During my time here, I sat in this library many times enjoying a good book. Not. During my time here, not. According to Ivo, these are swords belonging to some of those who have tried to conquer the woodland realm. Nowadays, everyone knows it's better not to pick a fight with elves.
So we can turn it and maybe he'll look at different ones. No, it's all just the same. Top hat?
The king and queen keep gifts given to them by delegations from far-off lands in this room. Some of them are rather bizarre. The top hat might have been a present from a kobold delegation, although it's a bit too big for that. The top hat might have...
Okay.
I nearly got arrested once because of a flower like that. I didn't know why they're forbidden almost everywhere, until I heard someone playing one for the first time.
Okay, wonder if that's referring to like a vuvuzela? Because at least that's what comes to my mind.
He doesn't know Ollie, but the family resemblance can't be denied. Ollie used to be a bookmaker, got involved with the wrong people. Ivo says I just make all this up. I've only had dealings with a dragon once. The deer thing wasn't really all there, and completely harmless. I've never really understood why it's all right to cut off dragons' heads. Dragons are rational beings, not a nice tradition.
No, it doesn't seem to be. Okay.
I'll have to be careful. If the queen catches me, there'll be no leniency.
I couldn't allow him to propose to you. What sort of life would you have? You'd have lost him so soon, maybe just 50 years after marrying him. Or were you planning to go into the world with him and get old just like him? That would be terrible, and I told him as much. If one truly loves someone, then it's sometimes better to let them go. You know that I can be very convincing. The human spirit is weak. And perhaps there was a tiny bit of magic involved too. If only I'd known that it was already too late.
That darn witch! It all sounded so right. I was already across the sea when it became clear to me that I might have made the biggest mistake of my life. No wonder Ivo hates me. Her mother must never have told her what happened, or she blamed me for everything.
Yeah. I assume we can't go back up now.
What I'd really like to do is go up there, give the old boot a slap round the face, and get Ivo out of this place. But Ivo's mother is a powerful priestess. She's probably got a dozen ways she could incapacitate me without me even noticing. I have to be careful.
Okay, so we can look at things.
Why did she suddenly put Ivo to sleep? Did Ivo keep the fact that she's pregnant secret even from her parents? Could that even be the reason that she left Elfborough? She didn't notice me, and that's how it should stay. She's probably in a worse mood than normal. Perhaps I can just